Hello, my beautiful Libras. Sorry I've been gone for so long, guys. I had to take a little time for myself. I do want to see what messages we have for my lovely Libras for the month of August. We're going to start off with 3 messages from my Life Series Oracle deck. To start off, what is going on with Libra? The month of August. All right. Okay. Starting off, Libra, it looks like you're kind of in this, you definitely career is on your mind. You definitely have been putting a lot of work and energy, time and energy in your work. I have career at the bottom of the deck here. So to me, this is telling me that you really have been focusing heavily on work life. You've kind of closed out a chapter recently. In your recent past, you've closed out a chapter, kind of starting something new. So you may be starting something new, taking on a new position, a new role. I feel like if you've moved up or if you've been promoted, you definitely have taken on a lot, because I do have the light near load here. And so for some of you, you may actually have taken on a second job as well. I have the fertility card here as well, but I'm not getting pregnancy. So for some of you, it may be wanting to be more abundant, more really working heavily on and focusing heavily on, I feel like you're working towards a bigger goal. More money. We'll get more clarification on that. But I definitely feel like this is very much career driven, very much money driven. Some of you may have been taking on a new position or a new managerial role, moved up in your company, and you may actually be taking on the role of other people in addition to your role. That's kind of what I'm getting to, because with the light in your load, you do have, this guy's got literally the world on their shoulders, but is also focusing on the one true thing that really is their focus. So to me, that says that you may be working on, like, you may have taken on a position that maybe they've eliminated a position that was previously with your company in the past, and they've kind of merged those two positions together is what I'm getting. And so maybe you're kind of struggling with balancing those two, and it's a lot of work. And this is definitely something that's like a new chapter for you, a new chapter in your life. But I do feel like that it definitely is paying off. Let's get some clarification for you. So we're going to clarify with my Tattoo Tarot deck. Let's see what's going on with Libra for the month of August. Okay. Libra, well, you're definitely showing up in your own reading, that's for sure. Yeah, you're definitely taking the energy you're standing in right now with this Page of Wands. Definitely lots of new action. You're starting something new, and I feel like with this Page of Wands, I feel like you're kind of having, and it has this fox there. You're taking new action. I think that you're trying something new here, but I feel like you're kind of having to be a little bit more cunning, a little more creative with your actions, a little more creative as to how you go about things in this new position, this new thing that you're trying out and that you're taking action towards. I feel like you're not following traditional ways. You're kind of taking your own route, because the fox is definitely a more cunning. He's very swift. He's a little more crafty. For some of you, I'm even getting like, you may even be like, it may seem like you're cutting corners, but you're just kind of it's almost like getting the job done faster or being more efficient. So maybe like trying something like that wasn't, maybe something that's been done previously the old-fashioned way isn't the most efficient way, and I feel like that's kind of the approach you're taking in the current energy you're standing in. You definitely did close out a chapter. You definitely did walk away from something. You've been dissatisfied in the past, recent past energy with this 8 of Cups. You know, it's like, I know there's something better out there. Something's got to give. And having this 8 of Cups energy, it's like he's no longer satisfied in his current situation, and so he's decided to embark on something different and kind of in the unknown, and to see where it takes him. Energy as far as what you're entering is 6 of Cups, so it's kind of nostalgic. You're kind of looking back on better days, better times, the good old days. But it's also kind of got you feeling a little bit more, how do I say, like refreshed. I do feel like there is like this feeling of refreshed, or not revival, but just feeling more refreshed. Maybe kind of feeling like a kid again. If this is regarding love, you know, you have been, if this is regarding love or relationships, maybe you're looking back on a love or relationship from the past. This is my card of nostalgia, you know, because they're talking about, you know, all these lovely cups that they've got going on over here, but they're very young. There's a lot of youth here, and so maybe you're looking back at a relationship back when things were great and really wonderful, and you remember this time, you remember back in the day when we used to do this. So there might be rekindling a friendship or a connection with a past lover. If you're married or in a current relationship, I feel like you're really looking back on when you guys first met, and there's kind of that puppy love feeling. I feel like you're kind of looking back on that. As far as what's crossing you is the World. So energy that's crossing you or that's kind of blocking you right now is things have really kind of come into full circle. You know, the World is my card of like when something ends, something new begins. Very much Capricorn energy here. This has like been a slow transition, a slow move, slow transition. You know, something has come full circle. Definitely. Things that are going on with you in your subconscious. You have a lot of cups here surrounding this Page of Wands. Actually, a lot of fire and a lot of cups and a lot of wands. So I feel like there's subconsciously, you know, I feel like you're kind of dissatisfied in a situation still, maybe in a love relationship. 5 of Cups. You know, she's kind of really sad. She's kind of crying over spilt milk. And you're kind of refusing to see all the things that you have. You know, in this card here, she's very saddened by, you know, the cups that have spilled on the ground, and she's crying over them with the tears. And she's looking out the window at the castle that seems so far outside. But yet she's totally ignoring these 2 cups with roses in them, and she's turned her back to them. So for some of you, I feel like maybe you're looking back at when things used to be better. There used to be more romance, more puppy love in a situation. For those of you, if this is regarding to a relationship, but you're failing to see that you have a lot of great things. You know, I feel like here she's kind of dreaming about this castle, but she's in a great space herself. Like, she's standing in a fairly nice room or hallway. The present space that she's in is actually really nice, and to me looks just as luxurious. So maybe you're not seeing the beauty of the energy you're standing in currently, and you're kind of ignoring the good things that are standing right in front of you, thinking about yesteryear and way back when. My thing with this, though, is if you are if you keep on reflecting on the past and you keep on looking back and having a hard time letting go of the past, it's going to hold you back. And so you're having a very hard time moving forward. And that's going to hold you back in other endeavors as well. And it looks like you are really working towards, like, you want that happy home, that happy life. You are wanting that romance. You are wanting the great money, and all of it that it entails. But if you keep looking back and letting the past hold you back and keeping the past as your standard, then you're no longer evolving, Libra. And I feel like that's kind of got you, it's keeping you from moving forward. Energy that's in your conscious is you are moving forward with this eight of wands. So things are moving. There is, sorry, yeah, this is lots of energy that's moving forward. Sorry, that's 8 of Pentacles. So this is definitely lots of moving forward, a lot of energy moving forward. And I think that's, to me, that's saying that, like, things are moving regardless. Time is changing regardless. So even if you choose not to, even if you're stuck in the past, things are still going to evolve around you. So either you're going to evolve with the times, Libra, or if you don't, and things are going to you're going to get kind of left behind. And you're going to kind of be sitting at home wondering, what happened? Why aren't things great like they used to be? It's because you choose not to move forward. You need to continue to evolve, because things are evolving around you. Yeah, things are definitely changing in the work front and in relationships for sure. Things are definitely moving around you, and I feel like you have a lot of great energy around you. I feel like you're, but you're struggling to see that, Libra. Things that you don't know that are happening around you. I've got this 7 of Wands. So to me, this is saying that there's lots of movement, lots of energy. Things are kind of moving forward. Definitely forward movement, forward momentum. Coming out of some struggles and some strife for sure. Kind of perfecting things. This is where you come into your own reading here with the Justice card. As far as what you're, I feel like you know that you're standing in your own. You're kind of coming into your own with the Justice card. Some of you, there's also maybe a legal agreement that you're dealing with. If you're waiting on a legal agreement, as far as the outcome I have the 10 of Cups. I didn't mean to skip, but if you are waiting on something to, like, a yes or no question, or if it is a legal agreement, I do feel like there's a definitive yes, things will definitely pan out in your favor. Also having the Justice card here too, this is telling me too, Libra, that all people involved will be treated fairly. So know that. Hopes and fears is that there's a lot of things around you that are kind of scary and unknown with the Moon card. This is telling me that, you know, like, this is kind of, you're not going to have all the details. You're not going to have all the information in this position of hopes and fears. And so that kind of scares you, because you as a Libra, you like to weigh your pros and cons. You really need that balance. You want all the information you can possibly get. And with the Moon card, to me, that's saying that there's going to be a lot of things that are hidden from you, that you're not always going to have all the information. That's okay, though. That is okay, because as far as our outcome, final energy, I do have that 10 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment, guys. So if you're wanting information, if you're wanting things to move forward in a love or a relationship, or in business, things are definitely working out well. I see your money looking really well. I see love and relationships looking really well. Some of you, there might even be improvements on a home, I'm getting, you know, because I have, like, it's like the happy life, happy wife, happy family kind of situation. You've got this really nice house with a babbling brook and a husband and wife, and they're just kind of standing back and taking it all in. They're like, look, hun, we did this. We completed this. Look at our little house, you know, with the view of the mountains and the rainbow in the background with all these lovely cups. We completed this. We finished this, and we got there. And to me, this is also like what I love about this is, you know, it's a very humbling picture too, because they're not looking at this large mansion. Yes, it's a nice house, but it's very humble. You know, this is saying we have all the things that we need in life that we need to make us happy and to live a fulfilled life. It's not excess, it's not overly luxurious, but it's all the beautiful, simple things here that really is making this couple very appreciative and very happy and feeling very fulfilled. So I love that. Excuse me, I'm gonna sip a coffee. So there are a few cards I feel like we need to clarify here. I'm going to clarify why we're, if things on the outside are looking so great for you, Libra, why is it we have this, your subconscious is this 5 of Cups energy? Knight of Swords. So there may be some ideas, or some words that maybe have like been said in the past that were rather sharp, and maybe things have not worked out in your favor in the past is what I'm getting with this Knight of Swords. So maybe we had some communication and maybe we tried to, maybe there was communication in the recent past and it just did not go in your favor. It didn't go well. I feel like maybe you tried to speak up, say your piece, and I feel like it wasn't received or it wasn't heard is what I'm getting. If this was a business endeavor that you're no longer, that you're dissatisfied with, is maybe you presented something to your boss or to your higher ups and you got shot down is what I'm getting with this Knight of Swords and this 5 of Cups. It's like I had this great idea and nobody heard me. Nobody even seemed to give it any kind of energy. And that just kind of left you feeling like defeated is what I'm getting. I do feel though that I do feel like your message was received. Maybe it just wasn't received and processed at that time when you were communicating. Because bottom of the deck, I have 4 of Rods here, fire energy. This is a card of celebration, marriage, coming together. So to me, bottom of the deck, this is saying that maybe the thoughts, maybe your idea was processed, or maybe if you had to say your piece to your person and they came out very aloof, they kind of shot you down, they didn't really communicate with any kind of feelings or emotions. I feel like at that time they still had to process what it is you said. The conversation needed to be processed. I do feel though that things are moving in a better direction now with the 4 of Rods. So that, to me, that's telling me that now it's been processed and now they're ready to move forward and actually come together with you. So I like that. All right, let's get information as to why we've got the World crossing you. King of Rods. Okay. So some of you may be dealing with a male, could be fire, could be water. So it could be I'm getting either Cancer, Pisces, could be a Leo. But this King of Rods is here as far as clarifying the world. And so to me, this is telling me that there definitely was some action. It could have been it could have been somebody that definitely takes a lot of action. He's very charismatic. Some of you, this may be about love. That's like, you're really worried because this person's very charismatic, very attractive, very much in the public eye with this King of Rods. Someone that's very much in the public eye. and things have kind of come into a full circle, kind of come into a completion with this person. I feel like you're worried about, I want to get more information. I've got 10 of Cups at the bottom. Underneath that, I feel like you're worried about like some sort of marriage or happiness with this person, or much fulfillment with this person. One more card to clarify. Okay. I was surprised the Emperor didn't show up earlier. Okay. Now I get more clarification. Yeah, so there is this like this boss energy. Now I get it. So somebody is very charismatic, very bold, very much a authority figure for sure. Very masculine energy. Fire energy is here. They don't have to be a fire sign. They may be somewhere in their placement. But having the Emperor and the King of Rods here, as far as clarifying the world. And then bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords, is they see great potential. I feel like they see great potential in you. They want you to move up. I feel like maybe you're not ready. Maybe you feel like you're not comfortable. Because they want to see you move on to bigger and better things, to greener pastures. And I feel like maybe you're kind of not sure of yourself because you don't have all the information. I feel like something's new, very scary for you. But having the Emperor here, this guy definitely has a solid plan, and he's been down many, many roads before. So he wouldn't put you in this position if he didn't think you could get the job done. And that's the King of Rods. So actually, if this is regarding work, it may be that your boss has, that, you know, a coworker has, you know, offered something on the table, or is, you know, what's crossing you is maybe like this idea that you presented to your boss. If it didn't go through the first time around, it's because he had to take it to his boss. He had to take it to his higher up to get the A-OK on that. I do see that moving. I do see that happening for you, though. If this is regarding a love or relationship, this person is definitely older, more mature. And so this person is definitely, you know, taking a more, not practical approach, but kind of like a very gung-ho approach on things, but maybe is not being the most emotional as you would like. And maybe that's why things are kind of crossing you. You're like, okay, so we're just going to go ahead and do this and not touch on emotions. Like, I have feelings too. I do want to clarify also why is it that the Justice card is energy around you. Okay, Page of Cups. The Justice card was clarified by the Justice card. So you are definitely being kind of set free from something here. Things are finally starting to work into your favor, and this is something that I think you know this, but I think you're hesitant. It kind of scares you because you're like, I never win anything. Things never really ever fully pan out in my favor. Why would it? I feel like there's some doubt here, but the Justice card has come out twice in the same placement. On top of that, I've got the Page of Cups. So somebody is definitely hearing you for the first time. And there's also, I feel like this Page of Cups is also my card of apology. You know, you have this young childlike figure here, and so he's kind of coming at you like very innocent. So that's kind of what I'm getting, is maybe somebody's saying, I'm sorry, we didn't, maybe we didn't give you the time and energy back then, but I wanted to come forward and apologize. We're going to push forward along with the things that you're asking or you're wanting. That's what I'm getting. Love that. Love that. Love that. And I'm going to get one last card to clarify my 10 of Cups. I think that's wonderful, but as far as outcome, anything else you can tell me about the outcome? Definitely starting over, a new chapter for sure. We have the Death card. Definitely a renewal, rebirth. And that World card, she's been back again. Things have come into a new light, the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle, and this new cycle is looking very good for you. You really have the oyster, in your hand, big time for you, Libra. Wonderful, wonderful time. You definitely are coming into a lot of wonderful things. Lots of abundance. I feel like there's a lot of balance that's actually falling in place for you, which I know, Libra, is a huge, huge deal for you as being you, always the scales. Well, Libra, hopefully this gave you some insight for your month of August. Hopefully you enjoyed this and gave you some clarity. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Give me a comment below. I'd love to read your comments. Definitely gives me inspiration, makes me feel good about what I'm doing here, because I definitely do enjoy this. And like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that way you get any updates on any new videos upcoming. Until next time, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful time. I wish you all the best.